welcome to my channel. I'm Huffle Simmer, and today we're going to be going over a speed renovation / expansion of a house that's located in San Sequoia, specifically on the lot that's called Sequoia Cottage. Part of a renovation is actually doing demolition. So what we're going to be doing right now is just getting rid of all the furniture that we do not need so that we can have a fresh start, which makes it a lot easier to renovate when you can have pretty much nothing in any of the rooms, no nothing. Sometimes it requires breaking down some walls. However, I don't really break down very many walls except for the first two little entry walls there. As you will start to see, I start playing around with the floor plan just a little bit, trying to keep with what was already in place. However, throughout my designing process, I started to realize that there's spots that needed to have a bit of an expansion part to it so that it would be more playable in game. Also, one thing you'll notice, I end up putting in my favorite building sheet, aka bb.move objects, on to help place items properly. As you start to see here, I am actually changing this bedroom into what will be the kitchen. I'm really excited for this one because I kind of did a play on like a vintage vibe for this house. So kind of doing that fun yellow cabinet on the bottom, and then for the upper cabinets I actually did white. So it wasn't a whole lot of like in your face color. When you're using a bright color somewhere, you don't want to oversaturate it to take away from the aesthetics of the house. The one thing is that I was trying to keep a vintage vibe and feel with also a hint of modern, so that's why there's a lot more modern like appliances, so like the fridge, the oven, that kind of thing. So that's part of like the proper renovation, I guess, versus like keeping some of the older stuff. Like the cabinets would be an older style. This is the one thing I've started to really obsess over, is doing circular tables as of late. As if you guys watched my first video, I put a circular table in that house as well. This one I think is just really cool because like this family is going to be a little bit bigger in some regards, and they also like to host parties, so it makes sense for them to have a bigger table. And then this is where I had to do a bit of the expansion already, is expand the bedroom and the bit of the bathroom there. I will just give some context into that, is because that is going to be our in-law suite, and once we get into the gameplay part of this family that I've created for this house, you'll understand why I've called it the in-law suite. Oh yeah, and then I did something I don't normally do, is put in those little beams there. I really love that I inserted this wooden beam because it kind of does play homage to some of the houses that you see nowadays where they have like faux beams. Some people put in real, like, keep their one beam actually like out in the open because it is a cool architectural feature. That is something I actually do really love in houses, is when you can see like a nice beautiful wooden beam. Also, sticking with the vintage vibe, I did a sunken down living room. I will put it down one more level just so I can use some stairs in this for the living room. This living room gets readjusted quite a bit to make it make more sense. And then you'll see here that I readjust the kitchen again because your girl can't figure out what to do, apparently. When decorating the living room, the chair that's in the corner there that I currently have is yellow. It will change its color, but I was thinking that would be like the father-in-law's reading chair that he brought from his house. It's a whole thing. Anyways, before I start divulging all the info behind this family, that is like his reading chair, and like he'll have like a really cute reading lamp that and I base this honestly off of my grandparents' house, where they had a spot for my grandpa, and he would sit in this one spot, and there was like this curvatured lamp that they would use to read. Not even just my grandpa, but my grandma too. They would read in this little spot, and it was like the cutest thing. So I thought that I would pay homage to my grandpa and my grandma in this build. Then I started finding certain furniture pieces that I needed for the kitchen. So if you see me kind of put a couple things there, just know I'm not crazy or weird. It was just so I don't have to try going looking for them again, because I know every time I want to look for something in the kitchen, and it's something uber specific, I literally can never find it. So I'd be like on the hunt for a while before I found what I was looking for. So that was just an easier way for me to have that pre-started, if that makes sense. And then this is the other spot where I actually did an expansion portion, just so I could have the stairs protrude a little bit more. I also believe I expand the stairs shortly, just so that it would make more sense to have like a wider staircase versus the smaller one that was already there. And then I started building my little mini office space and trying to see how I can readjust a little bit more in there. For the expansion of the staircase as well as the office, I did expand the kitchen a little bit, also to give them a little bit more cupboard space so that they can actually cook properly in the kitchen, because I find sometimes when I do too small of a kitchen, the Sims don't know where to make their food, which is really frustrating. Oh, so now just to give you a heads up of why I've put some of the plants there and why I'm trying to figure out what kind of detailing I want to put here, is because the beam, the way I have the wall set up, the beam actually was clipping into the wall, and it was driving me absolutely bonkers. After I expanded the wall and moved a bunch of the cabinets over, then you could see it a bit more prominently. So your girl was trying to find some decor pieces to cover it up. And then when you start seeing me do this flower detailing, I was just playing around to see if I liked it or not. I will tell you I am going to use that in a fairy house build when I end up making a fairy house build, because I really think that's cute. You also know that plants are a good way to decorate your house. So your girl thought this would be a really cool thing. In my head, this is kind of like like those little spots in the kitchen are actual vegetation that you can grow inside your house kind of thing, so that they can have herbs and whatnot and not just be an art piece on the wall, if that makes sense. As you know, I've talked about this before, but like all the furniture that I have here, some of it is filler furniture and other is not. Oh, now we're going into the spot where I love the most. I wanted these glass windows and glass doors, specifically the ones that kind of have like the painted glass, to kind of stick with even an older styled home, not even like a 70s styled home, but like one from many moons before. Like almost like a great grandparent type home kind of vibe. So that's kind of what I did there, and that is not something I typically do. I was just like, ooh, this would be kind of fun, and kind of went with it, and I think it looks really cute. Also, this entryway does change quite a bit. As your girl was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. That little step there that has that table on it, I was hoping to keep that there, so it would be like kind of like another design feature. However, I came to realize that I didn't really have flooring that I liked that would match the floor or the stairs, to be specific. So your girl ended up readjusting that little section, and you'll see it in a little bit as to what it got changed into. I realize I'm spending a lot on the main floor, but like originally this is how I kind of started out, because then I build around everything, you know? So it's nice to start off with a specific room. I kind of, again, starting with the kitchen, that's usually the heart of the home for most people. So like that's where I start and make it make more sense for myself. And then I will do the living room, and then go into the bedrooms and so forth. Kind of like how you're seeing currently in this build. But there are times where I start off with the bedrooms, because if I have an idea of what I want for it, then I'll do that first. But I don't know, this one just sort of came more naturally to do the kitchen and then the living room space. Oh yeah, then a little bit of an addition to expanding upstairs, just to make a little bit more space and make it more livable, and sim friendly. And then I'm starting to slightly decorate the office space here, trying to fill it with like all the things you would need in an office space. Normally you would have like more like a better bookshelf in there, but this one, because it's how small it is, I kind of just went with the one that's on the wall there. Trying to put as much decor on there as I could. Also, never forget to save. Saving is always a good idea. I now know with the new update that has come out is that they are going to start asking to autosave, or starting to autosave. I'm a little fuzzy on that one, but even with the autosave, I think I'll still be saving manually, just so that so I don't lose all my progress, because I know that I can spend like hours upon hours of just straight up building. And then as you see here, I'm trying to figure out the entryway a little bit more, because like I wanted it to be its own little section. However, it just wasn't working out the way I wanted it to. I also, one thing you'll know, wherever I can stick in a guest bathroom on the main floor, I will do it if I can, unless I'm doing a smaller build, like one that's kind of like the first build I made, where it's like a 1 bedroom, 1 bath kind of thing. Then everybody just gets stuck sharing. But want to preface in this build that I have again used more custom content, as it made sense for the custom content that I was using. Some of it fit the vibes. So I do apologize for any console user that this house will not be something that you can download. But again, I'm still in the process of working on the previous house and going to be making this house here, one that console players can use as well. If you want to size anything up or down in The Sims on PC, if you use the bracket keys, that'll help change their size. If you want to raise something up on PC, it's either 0 or 9, which I use quite a bit since learning these tips and tricks for PC. For console, I wish I could remember what they are, but I'm a little fuzzy because, again, I used to be a console gamer of Sims, so I do know them. They're just not on the top of my head right now because, again, haven't played it. It's been sticking more to PC than I am console. But just know I feel for all of you guys that are on console that can't get custom content as well. Because honestly, custom content, game changer. I ended up changing out the chair because I got sick and tired of looking at the old chair, but I knew I wanted a reading chair. It just, that chair print was driving me nuts because it just was not working with any of what I had in mind for that spot. I will also mention most of the bathrooms in this house will be kind of cookie cutter, aka kind of the same thing but duplicated, mainly because I have a specific style in my bathroom so far that I've choose to do in almost every house. I'm trying to work on changing it up, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in either the bedrooms, the bathrooms, kitchens, pretty much any room in the house really, or what kind of lot you want me to do, because so far I've just been focusing on building homes and such. But if you guys want me to build something like businesses and hobbies and such, I will also do that. Also, I just want to preface, the wood floors are also custom content. There are ones that I think I just recently got, so I've been trying to use it a little bit more. But I do like the base game and select packed floors as well. I think the cat and dog flooring I use actually quite a bit because I like some of the wood floors that they give to me there. Also, I do realize when you see at this view that there's like a bit of the office that you can see. Or when I was going into gameplay, I actually did end up fixing it once I realized, oh shoot, you can see into the office. But it was uploaded to the gallery with the hole there. So like if you do choose to download this, by all means, feel free to fix it. Or if you want, I can also re-upload and then have the updated version in there versus the non-updated version. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you want to see. Again, it is a-okay to play around with your roofs because they are kind of tricky, especially with some of the roof glitches. It does become a bit frustrating. However, the roof glitch that has been happening has been where they've been disappearing. Nothing else really has been much of a glitch to it, I guess, or at least not in my opinion anyway. But again, just play around with your roofs. Feel free to try things out that you don't think would normally work because they could actually work out better than what you expect. I will tell you, I believe some of these roofs I've changed out so that they were not clipping through other parts of the roof. And then just lighting up all the bedrooms. So you always need a good light system in there. I like using those small little saucers since they've added them to the game instead of you sizing down the regular size saucer. So this upstairs bedroom that has the white bed right now, I ended up changing that because I realized the family that I was going to have, actually that bedroom is the mom and dad's bedroom, and then this is their son's bedroom, that's the dark blue one, and then the in-law suite is actually the green. And then, as you can see now, I am doing a lot of the outdoor landscaping. I also like putting a small garden in all of my builds because it's an easy way for your Sims to gain skill points, but also like if you were making them vegetarian or anything like that, they can just grow their own vegetables at home. And then I saved one more time because I realized I hadn't saved in a while. And then readjusting the front entryway because I forgot to put the burglar alarm because you gotta have those nowadays. As we are coming to the end of this speed renovation, I'm just tidying up the last little bits of the landscaping. So we're just going to do a quick little overview of what the whole house looks like. So on the top floor, we have the parents' suite. Then we also have the son's room upstairs with his bathroom across the hall. And then as we make our way down into the living space, you see the sunken living room, which is still probably one of my favorites, but I don't use often. And then you will also see the guest bathroom along with the beautifully small office space. And then we move over to the very beautiful kitchen. In the dining room, we have our little coffee nook, which seriously, I can never say this enough. That is like my all-time favorite. And then we have the grandparents' living quarters, so their bedroom and their little ensuite bath. And then we go back outside to see more of the beautiful landscaping. So if you've enjoyed watching this video, please give this video a like, subscribe, and share. All right, bye.